Hi, this is Jake from Optimus Futures, and in this video, I'll be showing you how you can trade Forex instruments directly through a chart on the MultiCharts platform with data provided from OANDA. So first up, and if you haven't already, you should check out our installation video on how to connect Forex data using the OANDA feed on MultiCharts. If you need to, feel free to refer back to this playlist, and it will be the first video on the playlist. So like I was saying, the first step in this process is to connect to OANDA. The second step is adding a Forex instrument to the platform to allow you to pull up that Forex instrument data. And the third step, to start trading. So with that third step, you obviously do have a couple options on how you actually want to place your orders and place your trades. And MultiCharts definitely offers a wide array of different options for you. Just off the bat, you can see you do have this trade bar here, this order entry window in the top left. That is an option for you. You have the dome, which does work with Forex data as well. You don't receive the depth of market, but you can see all the price levels displayed out clearly. And then the third option, which this video is about, is through the chart. So let's left click this create new chart window button, and let's open up a contract. For this video, we'll be using the Euro versus US dollar instrument. We'll highlight that there and left click it. And after a second, you'll notice that the data starts to flow in. So like I was saying, even with the chart now, you do have multiple options of how you want to actually place your orders. If you don't decide to use this order entry window in the top left, you can actually turn on the chart trading panel, which is in the top left. You see you have these two opposite facing arrows right there. They are, if you hover your mouse over it, it will say chart trading. If you left click that, you'll notice you get that order entry panel. So based off of the contract that you do have dedicated to this chart, you will get order entry buttons corresponding to those. So as you can see, we can select our trading account if we have multiple. Then you have your buy and sell sides, and then you have market order buttons, ask buttons, bid buttons. You also have cancel bids, close, reverse, and cancel ask. You have order duration here, and you can select your order quantity by entering up or down arrows or highlighting and manually typing it in there. So if you want to at any time, you can close this out by clicking the X. It's also worth mentioning that if you right click with anywhere within your chart and you left click on format chart trading, you have the ability to permanently enable that side panel there using the show trade panel. If you want to, you can also enable full mode, which as you can see actually works and behaves very similarly to the dome. You get all your advanced order strategy types such as stops, limits, stop loss, breaks, or bracket orders, excuse me. And then you have the different order strategies that the dome typically provides, as you might expect on this platform. Now, you can expect another video of us going into all the advanced order strategies and order placements. But for this video, this is only technical. We're only going to be showing you the brief outline of how to place a trade through the chart, not the technicality behind it. So while we're in this format chart trading window, it's worth mentioning that if you do plan on using stop limits within your chart trade mode, that you can actually change the offset of ticks right here. So again, you can just left and click the up or down arrows, or you can just simply highlight that and manually type in as you may need. You can also adjust your P&L display. So again, by default, it is in currency. You can change that to tick or percent as well. Keep in mind that this will only pertain to this actual chart. So if you do plan on using chart trading going forward through your trading, I would suggest left clicking the use as default button. This will enable the settings that you adjust here to be enabled globally and have them be the default settings for any charts that you do open in the future. While we're also in the chart trading window, just keep in mind that you do have this connecting line. If you wish, it'll just show you your, give you a line or a little bit of an indicator showing you where your actual positions may be held. You can adjust the colors of those lines or the weight and the style. For active orders in positions, again, your positions will be displayed on the chart, giving you a small indicator of where those price points are at and where your orders are being held currently. Again, you see all the different configurations here, and each different type of order, whatever you have, does have a different color display. So for whatever reason you'd like to change these, feel free to do that in this section. Historical orders, same thing. Again, just feel free to mix and match as you may need. Once you're done, you can click OK, and I'll show you another technicality or another feature of how to place an order through your chart. So for those of you looking for a pinpoint method or like to place trades on your charts based off of indicators that you may have displayed or drawing tools, I would suggest to first have the cross pointer enabled here. Once that's enabled, you'll need to hover over to the right there, 2 icons over, and left click the show hide crosshair. So now you get this crosshair here. It's also worth mentioning that you can left click the one to the right of that to track your time and price. As you can see now, we have an indicator on the right showing our current price, and then the time is down there in the bottom left. Or at the bottom of our chart there, the x-axis. So now, as you can see, as we hover along our chart, our 2 axes line up, and that will give us the precise price point there. If you want, you can left click anytime at a chart to add a little indicator for yourself, and you can type in with text. But I would suggest the main point of using this is to get precise time in price points. So for example, once we have our time and price lined up to the exact coordinates we'd like to trade at, let's say for example right there, if we right click, now go to place order, you'll see that all the different order types here configure based off of where our crosshairs lined up. So that's why I suggested enabling them beforehand. So again, the great thing about chart trade mode here is depending on where you right click on your chart, the platform will automatically take those numbers in and reflect those in the different order types you can place here. So again, you have your typical order types that you might expect. You have buy and sell versions of each of them. We have limit, stop market, stop limits, stop market, stop limits, again, for both of those. And then you have some of those advanced order types or exit strategies down at the bottom there. Breakout fade, breakout up fade, and breakout down fade. So just something to keep in mind. I always suggest using crosshairs when doing so. It'll make your orders much more precise. And if you are a high frequency trader, do place trades often, and you do decide to place through the chart there, I would really suggest having your crosshairs up, because if you do right click, and you'll notice if we turn them off here, you are going in somewhat blind. It is worth mentioning you do have the price and time up here in the data window in the top left. But again, just for me personally, I'd rather have that visual aspect on the chart right in front of me rather than having to glance over every time at that data window. The data window is here if you did not notice. I'm currently moving that around. But that just about wraps it up for this video. Again, just a real quick method of showing you the different methods per se of trading through the chart. Again, you have your right click option, your place order. We have the sidebar panel here. We have the dome if you do need it, which is right here. I'm currently hovering over the icon at the top of my page. And that pretty much just wraps it up. So if you do have any further questions, feel free to post them down in the description or the comment section below. We'd love to help you out. We also have our forum, which I'll be posting the link down in the description as well. Feel free to check that out. And if you'd like to demo the OANDA data feed, which will provide you with unlimited access to Forex, or you'd like to open a live account through OANDA, feel free to check out our description. Once again, down below, we'll have links to all the following things that I mentioned. So don't forget to subscribe for additional content. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any further questions. And other than that, thanks for watching, and we hope you have a